What's up, fight fans? This is Kurt DeVille with Counterpunch Boxing News, and I have some new news concerning Saul Canelo Alverez. Canelo Alverez responds to the suggestion that he could fight Tyson Fury at heavyweight. Alverez has admitted his body would not allow a switch to heavyweight to face Fury, but has refused to rule out the possibility. Canelo has admitted that he is unlikely to move up to heavyweight in a bid to meet Tyson Fury as champion. The Mexican star defeated Caleb Plant early this month to make history in becoming the first unified super middleweight king. He will face a huge switch to cruiserweight to face WBC champion Yunga Makabu, which has officially been sanctioned by the organization, the WBC. Tyson, no, he said anyway, but he does not believe his body will allow another jump to the blue ribbon division to face Fury, despite refusing to rule out entirely on the instruction of the trainer Eddie Reynoso. He said, "I think a year ago I said no to switch to cruiserweight, and here we are," said Alvarez. "Therefore, I don't think so, but I don't know for sure with Eddie Reynoso sometimes, but I don't think so. My body would not allow that to happen." Okay, so those are the words of Canelo Alvarez. Let me counterpunch. I'm glad he mentioned that, because that's the first thing that I thought of when I heard that he was going to cruiserweight to take on Makabu. I was like, well, damn. You're going to cruiserweight to take Makabu on, but then yet you said in boxing's hot boxing with Mike, shout out to him, that you said 175 is too big for you. Now you're going to a weight class above 175, light heavyweight. So I'm glad he said that, to let him know that, hey, things change, things could change. I could get bulkier, I could do this, I could do that. But to take on Tyson Fury, Canelo Alvarez fighting Tyson Fury, it sounds like a long shot, man. But then again, so did Roy Jones Jr. taking on John the Quiet Man Ruiz. Okay, even from 168, because Canelo Alvarez is in a similar position on how he keeps moving up in weight and whacking people, that's supposed to be naturally bigger than him. But I like how he just kept that door open to entertain the idea, because, maybe he gets stronger at 190 or 200 pounds at cruiserweight or whatever. Because it makes me think of Vinny Pazienza. Vinny Pazienza used to, the Tasmanian Devil, he used to fight at 140. Okay, that's light welterweight. Okay, or junior welterweight. And he gained some weight, he gained some weight. He got in a bad car accident, but he gained some weight, and to find out he was a lot stronger at 160 and in 168, 20 pounds heavier. So therefore he made the transition that way, and it was natural because that's how his body was. You look at someone like Canelo Alvarez, he is a bulky guy. Most of his power is in his shoulders. He has stocky legs. He's, his structure is, I think, can support something like that. But it depends on how strong he is. And how strong he is, if he's really strong at 190 or 195, 200 pounds, that may be an idea he may need to accept, because it's not all about power all the time. You could ask Alexander Usyk. He's competing with these guys, and then they said he wouldn't do shit, even though Canelo Alvarez is a lot shorter than Alexander Usyk and company. But, I think at the end of the day, at the very least, he could go to Bridgerweight, okay, and he could fight for a Bridgerweight title, fighting someone that's shorter like Oscar Rivas. That would be a pretty good fight, and probably a doable fight for Canelo Alvarez, if he was going to do something. But at heavyweight now, as of right now, I agree with Canelo Alvarez. I don't think that is something that he needs to do. And besides, he hasn't went to cruiserweight yet. So let the man, let's see what he does at cruiserweight before making another jump. And then because I see what's happening with Canelo, and this is what's happening. Canelo Alvarez is so talented at this time. He's at the peak of his career that people are trying to find challenges for this man. That's what happens. See, when you look for challenges, I know that guy could probably do it. I know that guy could probably do it. They say they did the same shit with Mayweather, even though Mayweather didn't oblige it and pissed a lot of people off. But that's what people did. They did that shit with Roy Jones. Well, he clearly can't do this, Jim. You know what I mean? Until he did it. And then they're like, shit, well, he clearly can't do that, Jim. Those type of things were said about the guys that were reigning at the time, like Roy Jones Jr. was and Canelo Alvarez is. Okay. But anyway, you guys tell me what you think of Canelo Alvarez entertaining the idea of fighting Tyson, the Gypsy King Fury. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunch. Peace.